that going to be good? So we're going to go for, as long as this GoPro battery lasts, cereal mukbangs. If you mukbang YouTube, man, there's people just eating and talking shit. So I'm going to eat and talk some shit. Frosties, or the equivalent of Lidl Special with water. So we're going to process these right now. And that's what I want to talk about, actually. I think eating can kind of inspire. It's that whole kind of, I don't know, maybe when you eat you kind of, you're not really doing much else apart from eating, so you might be like thinking, alright? So, as I was saying about processing this, and in general, processing what's coming into here, you know? I'm not on about veganism or food or anything, right? I'm just on about whatever your passion and interests are in life. It can be so easy to take on so much more, you know, which you don't even really need. It's kind of like consumerism, isn't it, you know? Like pens, screwdrivers. This is actually, I haven't placed this yet, this is just what I've had. Bicycle lights, right? To get caught all up in that, like, how much do you really need, you know? So, it can get like too much, you know? So, things can get watered down versus actually concentrating on what's important in the moment, you know? Or just in life in general, man. Life can get so much more complicated than what it need be, you know? When you start to enjoy stuff that you're doing, accepting where you are in life, making the most out of every day, rather than whinging and bitching. I mean, we all whinge and fucking bitch, but just focusing on what's important to you, you know? Like when I got on my bike, there's many reasons why I ride my bike. One of the main reasons is it's a good outlet, right? And I mean, constantly getting told on what to buy, you know? This phone's better than last year's and everything, man. It's more improved, you know? Like, for example, I'm a big fan of these. I know a lot of my friends are as well. See that? Bontrager hard case. They did the light version, which is this, and I did do another one, I think, but they've long worn out, you know? But you can still get these older ones if you know where to look. These are 23s, but there's fucking loads around if you want them. But they've been replaced by these, alright? Which are the Bontrager AW1s. I mean, do I need these? No. But I bought those because I can't get those anymore, really. Not as easy, you know? It's just a different tread. But I wear tyres right out now. Currently using tubs again. And a couple of Maxxis refuse on my other bikes. And I'm just wearing the rears out. They're like square, you know? They're squared off. But your front tyre is more important than your rear. Keep an eye on your front tyre, you know? You don't want to really ever run a front tyre right down, because that's just fucking dangerous, you know? You don't want a front tyre, like if a tyre's going to blow out on the road, it's going to blow out, alright? But you want to put a good tyre on the front and use a shit one on the rear. You get a blowout on the rear, not as bad, you know. Be careful on new tyres as well. Alright? Give them a while to bed in. Same as it's not as important on a car, but same as like tyres on a motorcycle, you know. Want to wear them in, even on the edges, you know, where you corner them. Bear that in mind, alright? I've been riding today. It's what I call productive Saturdays. Got quite a lot of stuff done today. Meaning, like, I haven't really worked hard, but I just got stuff done, you know. Picked up a wheel from the bike shop, went uptown, grabbed a bit of this and a bit of that. Did a few little odd jobs. It's cool though. Thing is, when it gets like a warmer sort of a day, it's a good thing about having no responsibilities, man, as in wife and kids, you know. I always like to do my own thing, you know. As I said before, man, ain't a loner, can handle being alone. I like doing my own shit, you know. Look, if you meet someone that's into the same things as you, yeah, cool, man, I'm up for that. Whatever. But as I was saying, as it cools off late afternoon, early evening, I like to just go for a ride round the block, you know. Might be just a ride round, might be a smash round, whatever. Just ride my bike, you know. Don't do any training. There's all these people as well. You've got to think about what you want, you know. I don't really see the point in, and get certain levels of fitness, right? Like if you want to go out on the local bash, and not on about racing and being competitive, if you want to go out on a local bash, local club run or whatever, it's good to have that little bit more fitness than the average cyclist, right? You know, that little bit more fitness than say a commuter or someone, alright, weekend warrior, we could call them that. You want that little bit, really more so to make it easier on yourself, you know? It's not fun struggling, man. I've been there, and I'd be there probably at the moment, you know, because I'm not fit at the moment. In my opinion, for me personally. So like, people that say they're training, what are they doing? A lot of people that say they're training, but really they're doing nothing at all, man. It's just riding their bike, or just junk miles. But people who perhaps are doing, say, block training, structure stuff or whatever, intervals, whatever that is, medium, hard efforts, whatever, threshold, whatever, man. However you certain people train. It really is, I don't know, it's good to have a goal for that. Otherwise, long term, it's not really what I call sustainable cycling. Because you do get to a point, like what you're doing it for, like, you know, like Tour de France pro riders and stuff, they only got like a certain amount of fitness for like say 2-3 months of the year or something that they've trained hard as fuck for, you know. It's no different than other people, you know. You've got to think about what you're doing it for, because let's say long term sustainability, it's hard to keep that up. You might forget a few days training or lose interest for a week, you might have an injury, and it can fall off, and then you're back on again. Again, man, if you've got a certain goal, like some sportif or crit, road race, time trial, whatever, and you can get back on track and aim for that. But otherwise, what you sort of training for, you know? Me at the moment, just a fitness rider. Just go out and try and keep myself fit. Just keep myself whatever at a certain level that I know I'm at, you know. Like I said, what I mean by that is I ain't got a parameter. I don't know how many watts and stuff I put out, but I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing because of what I've done in the past, you know. Again, it's all guesstimates, but that's all riding ever has been anyway before parameters has come along. No one's always ever used parameters, haven't always been around, and people haven't always used them, have they? If that makes sense. Again, like I said at the beginning, man, it's like overcomplicating things, isn't it, really? I guess you can use it to your advantage, but do you really need it, you know? I know For a fact, a few riders that I know that use power are good riders, and a few that don't, man, and they are fit as fuck all year round. You know, you do get them. I've met people out on the road. I've chased people down myself before. I've been caught right out, you know. Seriously. Only for a bit of you just like, but like, I ain't got no ego or anything, man. I couldn't really give a fuck. Let's say if I'm on the way home or something, I might try and chase someone down just for a bit of fun. And yeah, I've had my legs seriously blown up before. I've got a few mates that ride TT and stuff, and they got some legs on them, man. They're crazy. Crazy riders. It's all good. I shouldn't mind trying some TTs. I've been up like my local Club 10 a few years ago. I think it's a Somerset Road Club. And it looks good fun. It does look good fun. I like the idea of just being in that pain zone, you know. Just seeing how far you can push your time each week or whatever. It does seem a pretty cool thing to do. I might try and get out there this year, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, time trials do appeal to me big time. I do like the idea of that. And longer time trials. Longer distances and possibly 24-hour stuff. That does look good fun. I reckon I'm gonna go now. But yeah, serial mukbang, if that's what you can call it. Mukbang, mungbang, whatever. Biggy diggy bang bang. What the fuck's he going on about? So just to conclude, Lidl's Frosties basically cereal. Cheaper than the real thing, although they probably are made by Kellogg's anyway. You scamming wankers, fooling people. It's like beans, man. Like Branston beans, say, you know, beans are all basically a lot of stuff, as you might know or you might not know, are made by the same companies, but they just tweak the recipe a bit for certain supermarkets. So you think you're getting like special beans or different beans. Well, then I guess you are, if the ingredients are slightly different. But there's not like hundreds and thousands of companies making baked beans, is there? Or like Frosty cereals. You know? So go to Lidl's and buy them instead. It's a lot cheaper. Win-win. That's all I got in here. I'll tell you what, it's weird, man. You put water with cereals. Again, it depends how you like them, I suppose. Soft or crunchy, but I let them soak and I like them like crunchy to soft. You wouldn't even know the difference. Like, I don't like rice milk and that on cereals. It does taste too heavy, and I used to add a bit to smoothies sometimes, but it can be too much. Again, as always, experiment. Think about what your goals are. Think about why you are training. And if you are training, what are you actually doing, you know? You want to make the most of your time on the bike, especially if you have got a goal for a sportive or whatever. Again, there's plenty of information stuff online, and also misinformation, but maybe I will cover that in other videos or something. But I've got to be careful. I don't want to give away my training secrets. All I will say though, it's not just about the bike. See you later.